Tadej Pogačar is one of the best cyclists today. He has already won the Tour de France twice, set numerous cycling records, and is still only 25 years old. The Slovenian, who currently rides for UCI World Team UAE Team Emirates, won the most prestigious cycling race in 2020 and 2021, becoming the second youngest winner in the history of the competition. He also became the first cyclist ever to win 3 different shirts at the same event. The one for the top cyclist under the age of 23, the best one for the uphill race, and of course the one for the winner. Pogačar was born in the village of Klanik, which has a population of only 300 people and is located 20 kilometers from the Slovenian capital, Ljubljana. He is the third of 4 kids in the family who have no athletic background. His father, Mirko, was a chairman in a chair factory, and his mother is a French language teacher. Tadej was interested in cycling from such a young age, so when he first wanted to join a cycling club, they couldn't find him a bike because no bike had wheels small enough for him. He had to wait a few months to get his first bike, and when he started practicing, it was obvious that he was a pure talent. When he was 17, Pogačar finished 8th overall in the Course de la Paix Junior race, and from the following year on, he was already winning. In 2016, he won the Slovenian junior competition, the Giro della Lunigiana, and Stage 2B of the Course de la Paix Junior. The following year, he was second at the Raiffeisen Grand Prix and third at the Tour de Hongrie. 2018 was his breakthrough year on the amateur level, as he won the National Under-23 Championships, even though he was only 20. Pogačar also won the Tour de l'Avenir, the Grand Prix Priesnitz Spa, and the Giro del Friuli Venezia Giulia. In 2019, Pogačar joined UAE Team Emirates. He made his debut for the team at the Tour Down Under, where he finished 13th overall. He went on to win the Volta ao Algarve, taking the race lead after winning the second stage. In May 2019, he won the Tour of California, becoming the youngest rider to win a UCI World Tour stage race. 4 months later, Pogačar was named on the team's start list for the Vuelta a España, making his debut on the Grand Tour. He had a good opening week, placing himself in the top 10 in the general classification before winning his first Grand Tour stage on the rain-soaked stage at Cortal d'Ancon. He won a total of 3 races on the Tour and finished 3rd overall. In 2020, Pogačar made his debut at the Tour de France. His first Tour stage win came in the race to La Rouen, outsprinting Egan Bernal and Primož Roglic. 4 days later, Pogačar outsprinted Roglic again at the top of the Col du Grand Colombier to take his second stage of the race. Going into the 3rd week of the competition, Pogačar was second behind Roglic, but took the yellow shirt with a lead of 59 seconds in front of Roglic and the lead in the mountain classification. The following day, he finished safely in the peloton to win the Tour de France, becoming the first Slovenian to ever win the race. At the age of 21, he also became the second youngest winner of the Tour, just behind Henri Cornet, who won it in 1904 at the age of 19. In addition to winning the Tour, he also won the Young Rider classification as well as the Mountain classification. The previous rider to win 3 jerseys was Eddy Merckx in 1972. Pogačar became the 12th rider to win the Tour de France on his first attempt and the first since 1983. The following year, 2021, was equally impressive for Pogačar. He started the season by winning the UAE Tour, Tirreno Adriatico, Liège-Bastogne-Liège, and the Tour of Slovenia. He came back to the Tour de France, but this time as the defending champion and one of the favorites to win. He took the lead in the general classification on stage 8, taking over the yellow jersey with a lead of over 4.5 minutes over those considered to be contenders for the overall victory. Pogačar extended his lead to almost 6 minutes with wins on stages 17 for the Col de Portet and 18 for Luz Ardiden. Those stages were crucial in the final standings, and Pogačar became the youngest cyclist to win consecutive tours, and it was also the second year in a row that he won 3 distinctive jerseys. After the Tour de France, Pogačar won the bronze medal in the men's road race at the Olympic Games after finishing behind Wout van Aert in the sprint for the silver medal. In October that year, Pogačar won his second monument at Il Lombardia. becoming the third rider after Fausto Coppi and Eddie Merckx to win 2 monuments, and the Tour in the same year, and just the 4th rider to win the Tour de France and the Tour of Lombardy in the same season, after Coppi, Merckx, and Bernard Hinault, and the first to do so in 42 years. Pogačar started the 2022 season by defending his title at the UAE Tour and winning Strade Bianche. After winning the back-to-back Tour de France, Pogačar finished second behind Jonas Vingegaard. Later that year, Pogačar skipped the Vuelta a España and finished second at the Giro dell'Emilia and 4th at the Tour of Flanders. Pogačar rounded up the season at the World Championships, finishing 6th in the individual time trial and 19th at the road race. Pogačar had a strong start to the 2023 season, winning the Vuelta a Andalusia, Paris-Nice, Ronde van Vlaanderen, Amstel Gold Race, and La Flèche Wallonne. At the start of the Liège-Bastogne-Liège, Pogačar crashed into Mikkel Honorat, fracturing his wrist. After a surprise, he showed up for Tour de France and finished second again, right behind Vingegaard. Going into 2024, Pogačar was fully recovered and stated that he would attack every major race, such as the Giro d'Italia, the Tour de France Double, the Olympic Time Trial, and the World Championships Road Race. He started the season well, winning the Strade Bianche and Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Pogačar continued his dominance at the Giro d'Italia by a margin of 9.56 over his closest competitor, Daniel Martinez. Pogačar's winning margin is the biggest since 1965. With the 2024 season at midpoint, Pogačar looks ready to attack every single title. He has already won many significant tours, and given the fact that he's still only 25 years old, there is no doubt that we are witnessing a legend in the making.